Cowboys victorious in this particular game. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. The name is Law Nation. We're going to talk about this before we get anything going. This dude, Jimmy Johnson, he deserved to be in the Ring of Honor. Shout out to Jerry Jones for finally putting the guy in the Ring of Honor. I know that means a lot for most of the players who played in the National Football League under Jimmy Johnson, and to a lot of us fans out here. We really love to see Jimmy Johnson in this Ring of Honor. It's going to mean a lot to the nation. And on top of that, for anyone who say anything about curses or what have you, maybe this can lift up some curses. And quite sure that Michael Irvin, Troy Aikman, and as well as Emmitt Smith would love to see the coach that coached those boys in there. And plenty more like Woodson, Nate Newton, whole bunch of guys. They would love to have that moment of seeing Jimmy Johnson in the Ring of Honor. Cowboy Nation, we should never apologize for a victory. I get it. It was against the Carolina Panthers. A lot of us can go back and forth and say, well, there were some moments in this game versus the Carolina Panthers that we needed to clean up on, especially in the red zone issues as far as us going into shotgun, but that's just the wave and the new flavor of the NFL. I think that the Cowboys will continue to do that. Why not get better at doing those type of things, ladies and gentlemen? Also, within the confines of this team, if you want to look at something that we need to improve on, regardless, would be third quarter. Third quarter, I believe we are a little stale. Maybe you guys can help me out with that and break that down on why we are a little stale in the third quarter, whether it be offense or defense. Outside of that, us jumping up 17-3, remarkable for us to end the score also with 33-10, something like that. That was pretty good and on the way we handled things. Shout out to DaRon Bland. DaRon Bland is him, y'all. You know, he should be in the conversation of being, dare I say, Defensive Player of the Year, just like I truly believe what Trayvon Diggs is saying. Oh, and bounce back game. We can argue about my guy Michael Parsons, this and that, but Michael Parsons showed up in this game on critical moments, on third downs. He showed up. He was able to shoot through the A gap or B gap and squeeze down and make the sack. He originally had 3, but they kind of sliced it in half, so he had 2.5 sacks in this particular game. Shout out to him. Shout out to CeeDee Lamb for getting 1,000 yards this particular season for the 2023 season. Shout out to him. Dak Prescott, he had 189 yards. I look back at the game, and I would say to y'all, that ain't guarded numbers, but he had 2 touchdowns, and he controlled the game enough. The defense with the short field, with a scoop and score. You're not going to get yards, ladies and gentlemen, when your defense has got the ability to score. That's just the bottom line. Oh, and I can't leave out this guy. I can't leave him out. I definitely can't. And I don't want you guys to leave him out as well. And his name is Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard showed up and showed out. Salute to my guy, Tony Pollard. He was able to run inside, and he ran with authority. And it appears to me in this particular game, he ran a lot of inside zone runs. He ran a lot in between the splits. And they were able to do that by expounding on the fact that when you do have the 2 deep safeties, he was able to crease back and cut back inside and make them pay. Now, if the Cowboys are able to continue to do that, and I know that's against the Carolina Panthers, I get it. Hear me out. But if they are able to put it out there on tape, meaning that one of those safeties, they're going to have to come down in the box a little bit sooner, and that could change the whole complexity of the game as it relates to that. Also, that's all I'm saying. Football is about calculations, and also football is about matches. And speaking of that, Dak Prescott hit Luke Schoonmaker in the seam. Yeah, that was a pretty good play. Shout out to him. Kudos and credence to him. He was able to do just that. And my God, Cavante Turpin got busy a little bit in this game as well, coming off of an injury. So when we look at everything, I like what we're doing. Also, I believe Dorrance Armstrong, he got about 7 sacks for the season. Y'all can let me know what his actual numbers are. Dorrance Armstrong had a sack in this game. I think my guy, Neville Gallimore, had a good tackle for loss. We getting and seeing more and more snaps and more visibility of Mozzie. Salute to him. Overall, I'm pleased of this team. I'm pleased of the Jones family, believe it or not. I'm pleased of them saying, hey, let's put Jimmy Johnson in the Ring of Honor December the 30th. Let's go ahead and give that man his kudos and credence. So when you go to this Texas stadium, you look around, you can say, hey, that dude right there, he changed the game for the Cowboys organization. He helped uplift the Cowboys organization. Remember, the Dallas Cowboys was in shambles before Jimmy Johnson got here. And no shade at my guy, Coach Tom Landry, but Jimmy Johnson and Jerry Jones together, they were able to change this team around for the good. So Cowboy Nation, overall, we look pretty good. Overall, we look pretty solid. Overall, can we continue to stack good things on top of each other? Yes. And for those who say, hey, man, hey, it was just the Giants. Well, ask the Washington team. Is it just the Giants? Because I think that the Giants win today. And I thought for sure that anybody could do that against the Giants. DeVito, he threw for 137 passer rating, I believe, with 3 touchdowns, and he was looking pretty sharp. So, hey, Cowboy Nation, don't listen to the outside noise. Let's continue to press it. Also, on another note, shout out to my guy, Okoye. I'm seeing the stuff. I see the movement out there. My guy, Jordan Lewis, reached out to him and said, hey, he going to get better, and he's going to prove everybody pretty much wrong. I'm paraphrasing because, you know, Okoye said it was kind of like weird to see the hate energy to Jordan Lewis. But I'm going to just say this, ladies and gentlemen. Jordan Lewis in this game, he had some, hey, what was that moments? Hey, what's going on? Still, I'm just going to keep it 100. Passer rating allowed is 134 when targeted. So right now, regardless of whether or not he's playing good, bad, or in between, teams are targeting Jordan Lewis. So either the Cowboys can use that as their strength or use that as their weakness. They're going to have to plan around that. Oh, and one other sore eye moment was Sam Williams by running into the kicker and extending that drive, which caused the Panthers to score on that 3rd down series. Hey, Sam, slow it down a little bit. But we're going to give you a pass because you did corrected it with a sack in that game. Post me your thoughts all together. Just let me know how you guys feel of everything. I truly believe if the Cowboys can continue to stack good games on top of each other, regardless of who the opposition is, we can go far. Salute to Coach Jimmy Johnson for getting into the Ring of Honor. Let's go. Let's continue to grind and shine. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. I think I left out one person. Y'all let me know down in the chat below. DC for life, not for short. Let's get it. Salute. Peace.